Haney. And some of these bodybuilders you're about to see will go on to experience similar success that is just a dream for them today. There aren't a lot of teenage women in bodybuilding, so this contest is usually where the best exhibit their talent. So when Lizzette Ruiz was teaching aerobics in the Bronx, New York, several people encouraged her to capitalize on her bodybuilding potential. She did so by and the former karate champion quickly became a winning bodybuilder. Ironically, many people told her it was too soon to compete.
Well, my lifestyle is very different from most of my friends. A lot of my time is spent training, dieting, and always trying to achieve better goals. And my dreams, I guess, are more different than theirs.
Seeing her older brother compete in bodybuilding inspired Marietta, Georgia's Mary Pritchard to follow in his footsteps. Training at the famous Coffee's Gym, Mary is trained by national heavyweight competitor Annie Rizvecchio. She is one of the few competitors to enjoy success using a new high-fat, low-carb diet, something that is gaining popularity as the latest craze in contest dieting. Jansky took up bodybuilding 2.5 years ago in hopes of looking like local hero Denise Rutkowski, who just won the USA Championship. The San Antonio, Texas strong sports background in volleyball, basketball, soccer, and track. Her training involves supersetting, strip sets, and heavy amounts of aerobics. Kim is studying for a career in commercial art. When the teenage women posed down, it was lovely Lizzette Ruiz from New York that took overall honors. And with this impressive lineup of women, the crowd was sitting on the edges of their seats, waiting for the teenage men to take the stage. Winning the lightweight class was Hanson, a tremendously symmetrical 19-year-old who had just won the overall teenage titles at both the Indiana State and Kentucky Derby Festival of Bodybuilding. Although diving was actually Aaron's chosen sport through high school, bodybuilding has become his newfound sport passion. New York City's Caprice Murray won the lightweight class at this contest last year, but came in this year as a middleweight. The former track and field and football jock began training after seeing Lee Haney in magazines in the late 1980s. Caprice has won many contests in the New York area, both natural and non-tested.
People in the gym used to tell me that I had good genetics and everything before I started lifting weights. I used to run track. They told me that I had a good body for bodybuilding.
Genetics like those handed out to South Carolina's Kendrick Tyler don't come along very often. After powerlifting for 2 years, he was talked into competing in a bodybuilding contest, the Team South Carolina, at age 16, and won. Not only has Kendrick never used drugs, but his metabolism lets him eat foods like fried chicken all the way up to contests. Teenage Indiana bodybuilder sensation Andy Skinner was fourth in the light heavyweight. The ball of teenage titles in the Midwest. He began training 4 years ago to lose weight and soon found himself developing more muscle than anyone else his age. Nobody could ever call Brooklyn, New York's Julio Rivera a dumb bodybuilder. He excelled in high school so much that he graduated 2 years ahead of his class at the age of 15. Julio then took 2 years off from school, but started this semester at New York University on a full academic scholarship. And regular viewers of PBS may recognize Julio as the host of the popular National Kids program In the Mix. But the amazing thing about it all is that he's still only 17. But his age hasn't kept Julio from recently winning the overall men's title at the AAU Eastern State in Florida backyard. Well, obviously, by the looks of this awesome bodybuilder, Matt Caro doesn't train in his backyard anymore. And because of Matt's incredible intensity, already he's a competition. Matt has already won the Teenage Florida, Miami Beach, and South Florida.
I got started in bodybuilding about 3 years ago. I catch up to him in size, and ever since then, I just kept on going, lifting weights, and I liked what I saw. My diet consists of pretty high calories, and I don't usually fibers, carbs, and it's all weighed out. And I do plenty of aerobics to maintain, to get, to burn my body fat, and also the reason why I eat a lot is so I can maintain my size and gain muscle.
Branch Warren was at a local gym trying to beef up for high school football when national-level heavyweight Mark Hanlon spotted his potential. Before he knew it was happening, the 16-year-old had won his first contest and became teenage Mr. Texas. Branch gave up his varsity position on the football team and put all his energy into training. It paid off when he blew away the AAU Teenage Mr. America contest the next year, but was still only 17. Physically most noticeable is Branch's amazing legs and calves. Still only 18 years old, Branch has the muscle maturity of most national-level adults. But despite the better-conditioned Branch Warren, the talk of the teenage show was the heavyweight winner, Jay Cutler from Sterling, Massachusetts. In the tradition of other massive bodybuilders from the base, bodybuilders took notice and steered him into bodybuilding. In preparation for this contest, Jay enlisted the services of noted trainer Chris Aceto, an accomplished bodybuilder himself and husband and trainer of professional Laura Craval. Jay made the 2-hour drive from Maine every week for Chris's dietary wisdom.
I train with a lot of intensity and a focus, and I think that's the key besides the diet. But I think your workouts in the gym is the most important. But your diet has to be right on. But intensity is the key.
Although Jay wasn't in top condition for the Teenage Nationals, he has the genetics that make you sit up and take notice. Already, he's up to a whopping 260 pounds and has found a sponsor to pay his way to California just so he can train among the greats on Muscle Beach. When the overall pose-down began, it was clear that it had come down to who had done their homework. The only competitor with the size, shape, and cuts the judges were looking for was light heavyweight Branch Warren. At just 18 years old, he has plenty of time to plot his next move. And remember, when it comes to competitive bodybuilding, the teenage stars of today are the superstars of tomorrow. For Muscle Magazine, I'm Andy Stevens.